Hey, he wanted to be on YouTube, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. This place is absolute bonkers.
All right, so you've been doing some research and you're wondering what it's like to live in North Portland.
Today we are in one of the most up-and-coming neighborhoods of all of the Portland metro area.
That's right, so if you wanted to know what it's like to live in North Portland, stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? This is Jackson Ray Wilkey.
And Jesse Ray Dow.
And we are the Real Agent Now group right here in the Portland Metro. And today we're gonna go over the top 3 neighborhoods, areas of North Portland. We are doing tons of videos about what it's like to live in the Portland Metro. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we do a new video. And if you're thinking about moving here or relocating here, we are working with people all around the world and we absolutely love it. So make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, personal message, send us a pigeon carrier. We don't care how you get a hold of us. We are here and we got your back when moving to Portland, Oregon. And you can't forget our main man,
Addie Net,
our trusted and local lender right here. And so J Dow, where are we going today?
We're gonna head over to Mississippi Ave.
That's right.
Kenton, in St. John's.
Okay, so the top 3 areas of North Portland. Right here though, where we're at, what's this?
This is Mississippi Ave, man. This is like one of the coolest, funkiest neighborhoods in all of Portland.
Real quick, dude, how has this place like just completely exploded and blown up lately in the past few years?
Yeah, so it's like right off of I-5, we're really close to downtown Portland, but it's completely just re-gentrified because it was a very inexpensive place to buy. And a lot of these people realized that there was just so much great entertainment, walkability down here. So they've started to remodel the houses, build in some condo infill, new construction and whatnot. But as you can see, like right down the street here and on the other side, it's just lined with funky shops, restaurants, bars, entertainment. There's taxidermy shops. There's tarot card reading shops. There's walk-in taco shops. It's like everything that you need if you love living a very entertaining life and having fun.
How close are we to downtown?
We are like a mile from downtown. Literally, like I just drove from my condo downtown. It took me 5 minutes.
So what are the options for people walking, biking?
You can walk, bike, scooter, Segway, magic carpet, whatever you want.
If you don't know by now, I am the biggest barbecue enthusiast, and there's a place, Matt's Barbecue. I follow it on Instagram. They have the best barbecue in the Portland Metro. And what's that I smell? The smoke from Matt's Barbecue. This is a great little area right here. They have a bunch of food carts. It's open. There's beers, coffee, tons of different types of food, and that's what you'll find here on Mississippi Ave. All right, so when you're filming and it's 4th of July week, your kids don't have anywhere to go, so I've been bringing them with me, so sorry for the distraction, but look at my main man, Addie, and he's doing his job, distracting him while we shoot. What do you guys got? What game is this?
1 point to get it in the circle, 5 to get it into the cup.
Oh! Okay, as you can see, we just walked from over there. That's Mississippi Ave. 1 block. Here's all your detached living. So, like I said, the walkability is absolutely incredible around here. And like Jesse said as well, the downtown Portland is very, very close. So if you want to live here and have all of this functionality of walking and restaurants and shops, but you work downtown, there's plenty of options for transit, biking, walking, you know, however you want to get there. So we're gonna go check out some of the detached living now. This is the detached home living. So Jesse, what's this all about? What are you gonna find in these homes?
Yeah, so you're gonna find turn of the century, 4 squares, Tudors, colonial style living, starting off at 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and then they go up from there. Prices start anywhere from $450, depending on how much work it needs and how small it is, up into the $700 to $1 million range. But you can definitely find a lot of houses, just say like this one here. This is probably a 3-bed, 2-bath with a full basement, probably retail for around $599.
All right, so with Mississippi Ave and this area absolutely starting to grow, the keys are changing hands from the working class to some of the more affluent, and they're taking these houses and, well, Jesse, what are they doing, man?
They're just completely remodeling them, or they take like a bare lot, like which was here. They put on 2 houses onto 1 single lot. These are like row homes, but they're painted up, getting ready to put it on the market, it looks like.
All right, Addison, you live up here in the north, man. What's it like to live up here in North Portland?
Yeah, I would say what I enjoy the most is how close I am, Jesse, to every single event. 6-7 minute drive to a Blazer game, max. Max right into the Timbers game, concert, easy peasy, no driving if I don't want to. A zip to I-5, kind of just everything is accessible, and you're still in the mix of some of the most popular places like Mississippi.
Yeah, you can definitely tell like the really cool vibe of how old this neighborhood is. Even going through here, I mean, there's like a church that just pops up right in the middle of the neighborhood, and you can tell like probably back in the early 1900s, this was a little bit out of downtown Portland, so this is probably like where the longshoremen live. And then they had their little community church in the neighborhood, which is super cool. It just has a really, really funky, cool vibe that I really like.
Now we talk about the northeast, southeast, all these different areas and funky shops, but I would say that this place tops them all. Every single store is not a chain. They're all independent shops. There's a lot of tea shops, a lot of coffee shops. You're seeing a lot of professionals move in here. We're seeing a lot of people wearing suits, so you know they're living here and either working from home or going downtown. But that's just the difference we've seen in this area in the last few years. This is all Portland street art. I gotta check this out.
So here at the PDX Exchange, the coolest thing he was just telling me about this is that local artists will drop their art right here in this tray like this here, and then they put up on their Instagram page that they threw some art in this basket, and their followers will come in here kind of like a treasure hunt to find their art to purchase. I think that is like one of the coolest things that I've heard of, and it's definitely like a very discoverable thing.
All right, so we just finished up here on Mississippi Ave. This is definitely a place, if you're not gonna live here, to at least come check out. But where is the next spot we're going to, man?
We are gonna head up to Kenton, which is a little bit further north. Up there you're gonna find another great little walkable community. We have one of my favorite matcha shops up there called Posey's. These amazing apple fritter balls that are to die for. So let's freaking roll.
All right, let's roll. All right, so I was driving. The main Kenton downtown area is right here, but you gotta see this house right here. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're right here in Kenton. Really, really cool downtown street right here. It's not as big as Mississippi, but there's tons to do right here. And it was only about 5-10 minutes away. So really quick drive just to the north. See my main man J-Dow right there. We're gonna hook up with him. It's so loud, it's so happening right now.
Dude, this place is absolute madness over here. There's freaking trucks going, cars going, people are singing in the streets. It's awesome. But no, this is historic Kenton area. It's really...
What the? Hey, he wanted to be on YouTube, I guess.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. This place is absolute bonkers. But dude, I don't know.
Okay,
man.
so what do we got here?
So over here we got Posey's. It's a freaking killer coffee shop, matcha. They have fresh bakeries. It's one of my favorite places to go to get an apple fritter ball. We got the Kenton Club right over here. That place is an institution. It's been around for 100+ years. We got Kenton Tavern up here, which has great burgers. But as you can see, it's very just like a walkable, happening spot. The living over here is super affordable. Things start in the 300s and work their way up. We are a little bit further north, but we are about 10 minutes from downtown. 10 more minutes north is Vancouver. We're right by the Portland International Raceway, so there's lots of great community around here.
Okay, so like we said, we're a little farther north, but Addison lives right up in this area, so he's gonna give us a lot more in-depth of what it's like around here.
One of the really cool things about living in North Portland is you get this community vibe in the different neighborhoods that you're living at, not just your standard city living. So, for example, just this weekend, they had a huge bike marathon where they sectioned off certain parts of the Kenton neighborhood. So for 4 hours, anyone with a family that has bikes could stroll around, view the houses, enjoy the community, enjoy Kenton Park, and I do believe it was somewhat of a fundraiser as well. So you see like really neat stuff like that to make it's city living but community living at the same time.
Yeah, these lots are just super valuable, and people like building these new construction homes, whether they're building a duplex, multifamily, affordable living apartments, whatever. But like Addison was just saying, this is still one of the last parts of the city where you can get a house for under $300,000. I actually just looked up on my trusty HomeSnap app. There's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath right around the corner, 900 square feet for 279 grand. Oh yeah, and then you get stuff that's up to the 700 range.
New construction, like 2,200 square feet, is gonna run like $675, depending on location. And then like a 3-2 new, you're gonna look in the low 5s.
All right, so we're in Kenton Park here, and Addie's just got a little bit more info about like the parks around here.
Yeah, for the day-to-day lifestyle for someone living up here, parks are extremely important for two main reasons. One, if you've got kiddos, it's easy to run up, do some games. If you're single and living that lifestyle, there's a lot of underdog sports that take part here. So all through the spring and summer, you'll see kickball, softball, teams rallying up and doing fun activities.
Perfect. So it's just not for families. There's a great single life here too, you know, with the restaurants and shops. So again, you're starting to see some professionals move into this area, and because you're in close proximity to Vancouver and to downtown Portland. We can't not go to the park and play. What do you got in your pocket? What? Stop. Wait, what do you got in your pocket? Rocks? Where'd you get those? Okay, we're back on the main street here, and as you can see, 2 blocks down, there's the Max. So great opportunities for transportation right here too. Oh, and a bus. So public transportation, A+ right here. All right, so we're just finishing up here in the Kenton area, and where are we going to last?
We're gonna go to St. John.
St. Johnny John.
St. John, baby. So we're just going to my truck to head to St. John's. Addison and I were just kind of talking about how this has the greatest potential to be the last place in the Portland Metro where you can really get a ton of money investing wise. Now, the Pearl District, 15 years ago, if you'd have said, you know, the Pearl District was the up and coming, you know, people would have laughed, but now you have some of the most expensive condos and it's one of the most highly desired areas. Southeast has already blown up. North Portland gives a lot of opportunity. You know, even 5-10 years ago, you wouldn't have wanted to walk a lot of these streets, and they're really cleaning up. The buildings are getting renovated, and the housing, you know, is still pretty, you know, cheap and affordable compared to most areas. So it's not a guarantee, but if you're looking for a place to, you know, really maybe in the next few years get a ton of money back on your investment of buying a home, NoPo, man, North Portland is definitely a place to look. Okay, we are in the historic St. John's area. Right behind me is the beautiful St. John's Bridge. And we're gonna talk about this area and what it's like to live in St. John's. Tell us what's awesome about St. John's.
You know, one of the great things about St. John's is you are further north of Portland. However, this historic downtown area has so much character and so many different shops and restaurants to enjoy. Not to mention the park, Cathedral Park, located under the St. John's Bridge, is a hot spot during the spring and summer. It's actually where Kristen and I did our engagement photos, so super special spot. What do you like about this area?
I just like that it's like a super, it hasn't changed in 100 years. Like the prices are still super low.
Right.
100-year-old pricing.
There you go.
No, but super affordable living. They have a great farmer's market on the weekends where you can come in and get your vegetables. You can get some goods for, you know, your parties at night and on the weekend and having your guests over. But like I was mentioning about the livability, you can still find a detached 2-bedroom, 1-bath home for the low 300s, you know, and it still has that like old Portland feel, but only being like 4 miles from downtown Portland is super nice.
You know, anywhere up here in the north, whether it's the Mississippi, whether it's St. John's or Kenton, you're gonna have a lot of the same feel. And like I said, there's a lot of opportunity for your investment on property. But this is what you find. If you want that place that's very, you know, eclectic and there's a lot of independent shops and funky shops, you know, this is a great area. We won't sugarcoat anything. There's still some areas that you'd want to be mindful of and watch out, but these areas, you know, in the past few years have really started to become the up and coming areas to get the most house for your money. All right, so that wraps up our tour on the top 3 areas of North Portland. This is Jackson Ray Wilkey.
Jesse Ray Dow.
And we are the Real Agent Now group right here in the Portland Metro. We are doing tons of videos about what it's like to live in the Portland Metro. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we do a new video. And if you're thinking about moving here or relocating here, we are working with people all around the world and we absolutely love it. So make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, personal message, send us a pigeon carrier. We don't care how you get a hold of us. We are here and we got your back when moving to Portland, Oregon. So till the next video, we'll catch you later.